Right, we're back with another episode. We're back with another episode of the On The Bench podcast. I need to stop doing this intro. I'm fed up of it, man. I need to think of something else. But anyway, it's a good day. We've got the man in the building, Mr. Jordan Antonio Brown. We've done an OTBFC football trial the other day and he smashed it. I'm excited. He's come on the podcast today. You saying, George, you good, brother?
I'm good, man. Yeah, that was a good session.
Yeah.
I took a...
I know about those sessions.
Yeah. I took... Are we doing pauses today? Come on.
Sometimes. I know, football's a bit peak, isn't it?
Yeah, come on, man. But, it was good. It was good. Get the cobwebs done and dusted.
You're iffy on the pausing. It was good.
But 2 weeks out, I wasn't playing, so yeah, it was good to get back on the pitch. But I'm excited for next week. Yeah, it's gonna be
saw
good.
some moments still when you just said, "Do you know what? I'm going on a run today."
To be fair, you know what? I kind of had the handbrake on a little bit.
Until Frank baited you out and said you ain't scoring past me.
Yeah, that's what he did. He rage baited.
I did a little bit. I made a good save, didn't I, from you?
Yeah,
that
to
one,
be fair,
I didn't even know I stopped it.
It was one touch finish. It was going right in the top corner, but yeah, the one I sat you down.
Thanks for that, mate. Yeah.
Footage is coming soon.
Footage coming soon. And then to my left, also we got Mr. Talk to Frank, aka Mr. Roy Keane. Bruno's nearly got the assist record. He's joint now with KDB and Thierry Henry. I reckon he's gonna do it, isn't he?
I hope so.
He could have done it. He could have done it in that game if Mboma had his shooting.
It wasn't just Mboma, to be fair. A few of the players missed chances. I think Dallo missed one and Doku missed one as well. But
Wait, is that what we're gonna do? Yeah.
What's that?
We're just going to talk about the chance on the weekend for why he could have broken it. like I can't tell you
already,
500 Haaland misses that KDB couldn't put away.
You know he thinks Fernandes is the player of the universe.
My boy.
The best player in the
My
universe. And to my right, we've got Mr. Sugar Sean, new manager, Chelsea.
New manager,
How
yes.
do you feel about that?
Don't really care.
You still don't care? Oh, no.
He was trying to build it up and he was like, whatever.
Seriously?
Nah, bro.
You're not happy? You're not excited for Xabi Alonso?
Not really.
Oh, come on, bro.
I hear you though. You're talking about the oversight of it, the
model.
hierarchy,
Bigger
the
picture. Yeah.
But they're gonna have to back him.
How do we know this?
They have to. 'Cause he's gonna want players a certain time. You don't care?
I feel like that appointment was too quick though, man. It was too quick. Like everything that's happened at Chelsea seems like PR stuff because like we had a bad defeat. We lost. They talked about Caicedo extending his contract. We lost to Barcelona Champions League. The next day, Reece James got given an extension of contract. All of a sudden now we lose an FA Cup final.
We've got
Xabi Alonso in a couple hours. So it's just like they're just
Appease the fans. Appease the fans.
Yeah, until they change stuff. Like you saw me. I was on stream the other day on the live on the club. I celebrated City goals.
Oh, you actually celebrated
Yeah, I
that?
saw that.
Celebrated it?
Yeah, I saw that.
And then I've been getting backlash
Yeah.
in the comment section from the club and all that kind of stuff. Who's this fake Chelsea fan? I said, watch the stream and understand why.
Yeah, they gotta have a better understanding. I get it, I hear it though. When you want upstairs to change, you need to be strong in your opinion. Though.
Bro, I told man I'm on the alkaline scale, yeah? There's certain people that are on the other end of the spectrum, they're at 14. I'm going to have to go on 1 to balance the
Acid.
pH. the acidity. The pH, I'm trying to get it back to 7. I need to be at 1 because certain men are at 14. They said Caicedo's better than... Yeah, the pH balance is off. Some people are on... There's people that say Caicedo's better than Kante and all this kind of stuff, and I'm like, bro, it's just dumb stuff. And then you're talking about with title challenges. Every eight players are good enough to win the league, but we're like 30 points off it.
So what you doing next season? And if Alonso does come in, gets this team going, they add additions. Where you at with it then?
I need them to come out and say that they're going to sign players. I need them to come out and say that they're going to try and sign players over 25. They're open to talk about buying experienced players.
Okay.
I need them to actually buy the better players in it. So like, unless they come out, because they came out, they had that conference and stuff like that at the start of the season talking about we like not even this season but years ago, like we like Brighton, we like the Brighton model, all this kind of stuff, developing young talent, selling them on basically. You've come out and big chest and said that stuff. You've only just said that you're going to tweak things for next year. Come out and say what you're going to tweak.
I think they will.
So
Who's signing your players at your club?
It's still Win Stanley and Stewart that are now in place. Them sporting directors are in place to sign the players. But for me, it's just that they've been... I don't know whether or not they've wanted to sign the players they wanted to sign, or they're just capped at what they're told to sign. Because they might be saying, right, well, we only want players to fit this build, this age, and then if they sell them for profit or they get them in, they get them in. They're probably saying, well, we can't go to these man's representatives and say we're going to give them $250 a week because you lot ain't allowing us to. So I don't know, innit? So they don't come out and say anything because they got a job and they got a cushy job. Who's going to give up their job by coming out being honest? So I'm here as the transparency to call it out. I don't care. I don't get paid by the club. I'll say it how it is.
What do you think about Alonso signing before we get into our end of season episode?
Well, I think Alonso is one of the best one of the best young coaches in world football. But at the same time, I mean, what's going on at Chelsea has similarities to what happened at Man United a few years ago, has been at Man United over the years, when you've got people in place that are making the football decisions that aren't qualified. Chelsea are a massive club.
No, I'm saying just about the actual get them.
Yeah, but it doesn't mean anything. It doesn't like Sean's saying. I agree, but it doesn't mean anything.
It does if they start playing good football.
I think Maresca was a good manager. I think Maresca was. There's a reason why Man City want Enzo Maresca to replace Pep Guardiola, because they know he's got top sort of potential to be a top manager. And obviously Alonso is a top level manager as well. But if you don't have the right support and the right board above you, and the player power is hitting a certain extent and everything, I mean, you know better than we do. Like, it's going to be a problem.
In their team, though. I think they've got enough.
But that don't mean anything, bro. It don't mean anything
for Alonso to get them playing good.
Maybe,
and that's what it is.
It's just like Leverkusen. Like, he got them, the players they had there. He had them playing good football.
I mean, Man United had top level players at one point as well, or a few.
I thought you never did.
No, hold on. No, we've had a few over the years.
Yeah.
But at the same time, if you don't have, if the manager wants to buy target 1 or 2 and he's getting number 3 or 4, that's a problem. If the manager wants to play the system or you know, these certain individuals, or wants the player to play type of way and they're not conforming, you've got a problem. If the manager's going to the board and needs some support with this or that and they're not supporting him, you know, if they're not aligned, you've got a problem. Simple as that.
But I feel like you lot have got the right manager in now. That's playing them.
What, Man United?
Obviously, you got the right players in now with Mboma.
We need a lot more, but
look at the difference. You've got the right players.
Yeah.
You've got a manager who the players.
We're on the right track. We're on the right track.
It all goes hand in hand.
But you know what the thing is? It's because Xabi Alonso went unbeaten with a meaty team.
Yeah.
So they're seen as we're a meaty team.
Yeah.
So that's why I feel like the ownership is on a smokescreen gaslighting kind of thing, because they now know that the team's meaty. So let's get a manager who made a meaty team go unbeaten.
Yeah, basically.
Broski, it's for me, it's just gaslighting.
I'll be interested to see you bring in how well he does.
Because you look at their team, look, that was their team that played at Atalanta final. Look, Hincapi, Xhaka, Frimpong, Jonathan Tah, Wirtz, Grimaldo. Boniface was on the bench, but Boniface was a big part of that season. Do you get it? But it was a meaty kind of team. Tapsoba, Stanisic, Palacios,
similar to you.
Wirtz.
Yeah.
It was a good team at the time. Like, obviously, Wirtz got a big move and
Tar went to Bayern Munich. And,
Hincapi got a move. Frimpong went Liverpool.
To
be fair,
the whole team done a runner from Ten Hag.
He got sacked off like a handful of games, didn't he?
Well, let's jump into the end of season episode. So before we get into the team of the season and young player of the season and sign of the season, we're just gonna do a recap from what we all predicted at the beginning of the season.
Yeah.
Frank's got our predictions. Rick's not here. We're going to pretend Jordan 2.0 is Rick today. But yeah, go on.
Right.
Run through our predictions.
I got to say, man, that episode was hilarious. I watched it back. It was good banter, man. There was a lot of good stuff on there. But, so the champions, Sean predicted...
Arsenal.
You predicted Arsenal.
I had to
Did you?
Yeah, he did.
Yeah,
he did. Yeah. And Rick and I both predicted Man City.
Both did Man City?
Yeah, me and Rick both predicted Man City at the start of the season. So, to be fair...
who did you think at the start of the season?
Who did you pick at the start?
To be fair, I was looking at, is Liverpool going to do the same? Obviously, you know, I think Liverpool's biggest mistake was letting Diaz go.
Yeah, I agree with that.
I was like, but they ain't got the same quality on the left wing. So I think, and I didn't understand that. Obviously with Nunes, I think even Nunes, like coming off the bench, he scored some big goals last season. He was definitely a problem coming off the bench. Maybe he wasn't happy being on the bench, but depending on who Liverpool brought in, and obviously they brought in Isak, it didn't really work out. But I probably would have said Liverpool, to be honest with you. Not
At
gonna
the
lie.
start with the window that they had at the start. Yeah.
Yeah, I'd have probably said Liverpool.
Right, the top 4 predictions. So I went with City champions, Arsenal second. I went Chelsea third and Liverpool fourth.
Just waiting for that, innit?
Yeah, well, the Chelsea one, absolutely, yeah. Rick, shout out Rick, man. Rick went City champions, Liverpool second, Arsenal third, and Chelsea fourth. That was
I think everyone's going to have a howler because Chelsea's probably
Yeah.
top 4.
Yeah.
Did I put Chelsea? I don't think.
Well, we'll come to that. Yeah, so Sean, obviously, Arsenal champions, Liverpool second, Chelsea third, City fourth.
Yeah.
And
Jill Scott had you winning the league, no?
Did she?
Yeah.
a few, well, to be fair, at the start of the season, they were on fire, man. Well, not the start, the end of last season, they were on fire.
Winners, you know.
The end of last season,
No
yeah.
chance.
So Jay put down Arsenal champions, City second, Chelsea third, United fourth. You put United top 4, and we
You're
all
the
laughed.
closest.
We all laughed at them. Who did you have gone at the start of the season? Top 4.
Top 4. I think I put Liverpool, Arsenal, Man City, and I think I said Chelsea. Yeah. I said
that
Man
makes
United
sense.
like 5th.
That makes sense. Yeah. All right, relegation. Right. So I predicted Wolves, Brentford, and Leeds.
Brentford.
Yeah.
Well,
A lot of people predicted Brentford, by the way, at the start of the season because of them losing Mbumo,
Wissa.
Thomas Frank, Wissa, and Norgard as well, the captain.
Thiago said, "Nah, mate."
Yeah, so that's exactly what he said. Yeah,
And they're in Europa Conference.
yeah. Sean said Sunderland, Burnley, and Wolves. That's
That was another
decent. He
hand.
got 2 of the 3.
Right.
Yeah. Rick said Wolves, Burnley, and Sunderland.
As well.
So again, 2 right.
What did
Yeah.
I say?
You didn't put any predictions in. I watched the whole thing, and you did. You were like, no.
Oh,
I'm the
I
host.
said Tottenham. Burnley,
No, you said I'm the host.
The
I'm not
maddest thing
predicting.
is I was very, very close between Sunderland and West Ham, who I was picking for that start of the
yeah.
season. I picked Sunderland just because I thought that their team coming up weren't the greatest. They didn't look like they were recruiting bare players, and then they've shocked most
Yeah, they've
people
done
as
well.
well.
They've done
They're,
well.
they're above us.
Who did you predict at the start of the season? Do you remember?
I had Burnley, Wolves, and I had Brentford.
Yeah, Brentford as well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Brentford's got that as well.
Yeah.
A lot of people did. A lot of people did because of the players that they lost. Right. Signing of the summer.
Oh,
So,
said Zubimendi.
yeah, you said Zubimendi. I found out afterwards.
Who was we were predicting who?
Who would be the signing of the
think I know
season?
who I said still.
Yeah. So, Rick said Joao Pedro, which is actually a decent shout.
That's a decent shout.
That's
Sure, he did.
that's
That.
a
He
good
said
shout.
Zubimendi.
No, he said Joao Pedro.
He said Zubimendi.
I've got it on
I've
there.
got footage here. He said
Go on and
Zubimendi.
bring it up then.
Go on,
Bring
carry
it
on.
up, yeah.
I know who I said.
I said Reinders.
Yeah.
So that was
That
a
didn't play
bad
out
one.
well. I know
Um,
my
said
one's
who?
been on hold.
You
I'm
said
sure I said Esteval.
You said Esteval.
Yeah.
Yeah, you said I think because you were talking up Joao Pedro as well, saying, but I think you put him in a different category.
it's not even
But you went
Did I?
Esteval. Yeah, you
don't
put him in
know.
a different category.
I would have said Esteval anyway because I thought like this is Chelsea because not just a Chelsea thing, but I thought this guy is the next up and coming.
You were
thing.
really excited about Esteval.
Yeah, he just hasn't been included yet, and
Yeah.
yeah.
What yourself? Who did you predict at the start of the season?
I'm not gonna lie, I don't really remember who I would have said, but if I was to probably go back in time and think about who would have done well, I think Wirtz would have probably
Even for that price tag.
yeah. Well, obviously not for the price tag, but I mean, I thought Liverpool would have won the league. I
Yeah.
thought he
Did anyone
would've-
talk about Isak though? Surely we spoke about Isak.
I
on
knew
there, no?
Isak weren't gonna do well because
Do you know what it
of-
is? He hadn't been signed. Sorry, he hadn't been signed yet.
Yeah, it couldn't have been.
He hadn't been
because
signed
otherwise
yet.
he would have probably been in a lot.
Yeah,
of
he'd have been in a
talks quickly.
conversation. Yeah.
But I knew just based on him missing out so much time and him
Isak,
getting frozen out,
yeah.
I knew that it would have took until November, December. I think he even said it on the episode maybe with you guys. But
Yeah.
I knew that, you know, he would have taken a lot of time for him to come back
Yeah.
for his full form. I think they kind of rushed him back a little bit too soon at the start of the season and maybe he got injured again. And
Yeah, that injury was bad though. To
Was
be fair.
Cherky signed? Cherky weren't signed either by then, no?
I
don't think he was.
I don't think he was. Yeah, I think they
Couldn't
signed
have
him a
been.
bit
If,
later.
if you mentioned Reinders, it must have been
Ahead of Cherky.
It must have been later. It must have been later.
Yeah. Right. Okay. So the next one was surprise team or player of the season. So Sean went Joao Pedro for this one.
Okay.
Yeah, because he said he would take a few people by surprise.
Mm-hmm.
Jordan actually said Man United. He said he'll surprise a lot of teams. He was right because a lot of people were predicting United to finish 6th, 7th, 8th, 10th,
I
whatever.
mean, that sacking that helped a lot.
Amarim, made a big difference. So yeah, United to finish third this season. No one would have predicted that. Absolutely.
Thank you very much.
Yeah. And Rick also went Joao Pedro and Chelsea. He said that Chelsea would do very, very well this season, and he thought Joao Pedro would be a big
Definitely
reason for that.
surprised us, isn't it? In the wrong way.
Yeah, literally.
It's funny how both have worked. It's funny how Joao Pedro has actually done really well, yet Chelsea have done terribly.
So they both were surprising,
You'd
isn't
think
it?
both of them would work in hand.
I think if you had a better Cole Palmer this season,
Potentially.
we need more than that.
different. Bit different.
Yeah.
And I went with Malik Diouf as a surprise player.
You always like being different anyway. Frank is Mr. I'm different.
Hey, listen.
Grinders, Diouf.
He had a decent season though, man. You know what I mean? I know West Ham are getting relegated.
He wants to go far left, so when it happens, it's like,
Yeah.
I rate him though. He's
Who, Diouf?
Yeah,
United are looking at him now.
Yeah.
So a few teams are looking at him. So he's obviously not had a bad season. What was your surprise of the season before you started? What was your like?
I mean, what would I probably have said start of the season? I probably would have said that, Arsenal maybe weren't going to win the league.
Is that what you would have said?
Yeah, I probably would have said that. No.
It's Man United, guys.
I just, I think, but it's not done yet.
It's not done yet. He's
Not
right.
done yet.
Don't worry. Tonight, we're messaging you. 9:30.
Pause.
I'll be there.
Right. Top goal scorer. So Sean,
God.
there was a split here. Sean and Jordan both said Victor Gyökeres would finish top goal scorer in the league.
Yeah, I did.
Yeah. And myself and Rick both said
Didn't
Erling
we do
Haaland.
this without? We included Haaland?
No, we did include Haaland. And
I
you
think
lot,
we've
you
done it
lot
without
went.
Haaland.
No.
I thought it was without Haaland.
No, don't start that now.
Someone's probably picked Haaland, no?
Me and Rick both picked Haaland.
Yeah.
That don't make sense.
Yeah, and you lot went Gyökeres, both of you lot. And that's when
Maybe
the
I
whole
just said to
Gyökeres
be
betting
different,
talk
I
came
don't
up.
know,
Yeah,
man.
you're telling me, yeah? About
It must have
being
been because
different,
why would anyone choose anyone more other than Haaland?
We just thought Gyökeres was going to
Yeah,
back
No, I
up.
thought
everyone
Gyökeres
just
was going to
thought,
bang,
yeah.
but that's probably why I said Gyökeres.
He
'cause-
backed though, eventually.
Eventually, yeah. Is it 20 league goals yet?
40.
14. Yeah. Okay. Right. So yeah, that was that. You would have predicted Haaland, surely top goal scorer.
Haaland.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right. Player of the season. I predicted Erling Haaland because my logic was if City go and win the league, because I thought they'd win the league, that Haaland would smash all like the goal scoring records and he'd be player of the season. Got that wrong. Sean said Bukayo Saka.
You got that wrong.
Yeah, so you got that wrong. You said Zubimendi.
Got that wrong.
You got that wrong. And Rick also said Erling Haaland as well, player of the season.
I should have said Rice, really.
Zubimendi is a stinking one though. Like why would
Nah,
you?
he was good. He was good at the beginning of the
But
season.
why would you put him to be player of the
Because I
season?
saw him in pre-season.
But what would he have been doing?
You
Like
thought he was the difference maker rather than Rice just
Rice.
being
No, he just
astronomical.
he looked, but he was playing well. Tell me he wasn't playing well at the beginning of the season.
Yeah, he was because he
Fell off like a hubcap.
Yeah,
but
he did.
He was like a
Same as Reinders, to be fair.
He was playing well. Yeah, Reinders fell off like a hubcap.
no, I'm not. No doubt.
When he looked
Yeah,
good.
No,
You can't tell me he didn't look
No, I'm not
Yeah.
debating that, but I'm saying player of the season. That's someone who's substantially like made a big difference to the team. Like without him,
he wasn't, but he was in the sense of
He's thinking because he might have been the difference maker
I hear
because
you.
Arsenal win the league.
But that's
Because
a
he
sign.
predicted Arsenal win the league.
That's a signing of the season, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But for player of the season,
Yeah,
that's
yeah.
someone that
Yeah.
without him, then
tore it
everything fails.
I thought he was gonna tear it up better than
I don't see him as that type of player though.
better than
TP.
Partey.
And it's the Prem as well.
Yeah, sorry, yeah.
That's fine. Who would you have gone as the player of the season at the beginning of the season? Who would you have predicted?
It's easy.
I know you. It's
Easy to give it to Haaland. Like it's kind of like you kind of got to make a different award for him at this point. You know.
Yeah.
Or would you have predicted City to win the league?
No, I would have predicted
said
Liverpool.
Liverpool.
But
Yeah.
like again, if
Spurs,
you
maybe?
score 30 goals, 35 goals, whatever you predict for Haaland, you kind of have to give it to him at the end of the day because
Yeah.
that's something that we haven't really seen
Yeah, yeah,
before.
yeah.
But if you're gonna say with someone other than him, I probably would have said
Verts, innit?
Verts,
It would have been around
because-
Virts or Salah if you
Yeah.
think Liverpool's going to win the league.
That's what I'm
And,
saying.
sorry, I probably would have said Salah. I'm even forgetting that Salah's,
Yeah.
had a drop off. I would have said Salah. No one would have seen.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He said some match, but anyway, we'll get to that.
That's fine. All right. So this was the fun part, man. This was the really fun part. So unpopular or unhinged opinion for the season. So Rick's was Arteta to get sacked by Christmas.
Well, off, Rick.
Oh, that's a. Oh.
Well, to be fair, I said Arteta or Slot to lose their jobs this season.
Slot's borderline. He's
Well, so I
kinda
wasn't
fine.
far off, and because obviously Slot just won a league,
Yeah.
and my opinion was like if things don't settle down for Liverpool and he's under pressure, he could lose his job because this was Klopp's team. not his team. So I didn't feel like he had that much credit in the bank with Liverpool fans.
Fairs. I mean, he looks like he's kind of.
He's almost there. Well, potentially.
I mean, maybe not with the board and the club, but with the fans, definitely.
Yeah, a lot of them don't like him. So
I think if they were going to sack him, I think they would have got him out.
Yeah, I think he'll stay now.
Xabi Alonso.
Yeah, I think he'll stay now.
Because they was the perfect opportunity to get Xabi Alonso.
Yeah, I completely agree. Shawnee was Chelsea will win the Champions League.
Did I?
Yeah.
He said,
He said Chelsea will win the Champions
that's not.
No, but why did I see you say that?
the start,
I don't even know.
I don't think that's a
maybe he was
match
going
up.
off in the last season.
Yeah, of course it was.
Maybe
Yeah.
they look poor.
Club World Cup.
Ah.
Club World Cup.
Yeah.
Bro, you got to remember, people were predicting Chelsea will challenge for the league this season.
Do you know what it was? I said that we were going to overachieve because we finished third.
Yeah.
I did predict us to finish third.
Beat
But-
PSG.
Yeah, but I don't know, man.
But yeah.
Hope.
And yours, to be fair, was the only one that came right. It said United finished top 4.
Okay.
Yeah. What would have been your? That's a random question to ask, but
What would have been my surprise?
like not even surprised, like unhinged opinion that you would have had at the start of the season, something that unpopular opinion. If you could look back, it's a tough one to ask. To be fair,
You know what? I think I know it's easy saying this now, but I actually thought Sunderland would have done all right.
what as in stay up and everything.
Yeah, I thought they would have done all right. So, I don't know, something about obviously that part of the country.
Yeah.
It's very hard as a player to travel all the way up there for away games and stuff like that. So that plays a massive
Their
impact.
fans are very
passionate
as well. Yeah.
Yeah, a lot of people would have put Sunderland to go straight back down.
Yeah.
Yeah, so and then Xhaka, he's got unfinished business, or he had unfinished business. So
He's been quality this season, man.
Yeah.
Xhaka.
So guys, this is the part we're going to jump into our Premier League team of the season so far. Let's see if Frank's going to be all different again. Grinchy. We're going to start with Mr. Sugar Sean. I'm going to start from my right, work our way around to Jordan 2.0. Let's go. So goalkeeper.
Yeah. Me personally, I just think that there was only 2 goalkeepers that stood out for me for the season for where you could give a shout out for one of them. But for me personally, I'm just gonna go with David Raya.
David Raya.
Yeah.
I think everybody's got to go David Raya. I'm David Raya.
Yeah, it's got to be David Raya.
So we can move on quickly.
Yeah.
It was him or Rose for me personally. I think
Rose had a
Rose had a
brilliant
good season. So unless you give a shout out, so you could have a shout out for Rose. But yeah, I think David
Okay,
Raya.
Golden Glove. Boy.
Yeah, Golden Glove boy.
Right back.
For me, it was one of the positions that I think throughout the season was tricky to kind of find people there in it. But for me, I just thought the significant difference of what I've seen with Arsenal and during Timber not being there for what it has been and Ben White coming in, I just think personally, for the majority of the season, he's performed in most games he's played in.
Yeah.
So I would have gone during Timber.
Yeah, same. I was Timber as well.
Yeah, during Timber, 30 appearances this season as well.
Timber?
So that's enough, yeah. And shout out to Michael Coyote, though. He's had a really good season.
Yeah.
I was gonna shoehorn like Szoboszlai in that right. I seen him play
It's a shout,
right.
to be fair.
But
you know what? That's actually a good pick. I wouldn't mind that.
But to be fair, like right back for right back, yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, you got to put Timber.
Alright, right-sided centre back.
I'm just going Saliba, bro.
Yes, Saliba.
Yeah. I just I know you don't like Saliba, bro, but
No, listen, I know.
no, but yeah, for me, it's just the back line is big, massive talks were at the start of the season when they thought that they were going to break Chelsea's record and stuff like that, and potentially break Chelsea's record at 15.
Yeah.
But even still, to the fact that they're only still at 26 in today's modern game, I think they've done well to keep it to 26, and I feel like most of that back line has been a staple part of that back line throughout most of the season. So I'm going for majority of my back line probably being Arsenal. So yeah, Saliba.
Fair. Right. This is where people always say, what are you doing? But I'm going Mark Guehi. I understand the pairing, the Saliba, the Gabriel pairing, but Saliba's just got those little shaky moments in him that I see, and I'm going Mark Guehi.
Go on.
Do you know what? You go next. Because you... No. There's a reason why. Go on, you go next.
So I was 50-50 and I was going to put in Mark Guehi as well. But then...
That's why your name is Jordan, man.
but
He's had a few slip-ups.
however, he's had a few slip-ups himself.
Yeah.
You know,
Cost
and
them the league at Everton.
Keep on my spot.
so I mean the same argument you're making about Saliba being shaky. I don't know if I've seen the same kind of catastrophic mistakes that Guehi's made. And without them, and obviously if City was to go on and win the league, then I could make an argument. But right now, it looks like Arsenal's going to take it over. So you got to go with Saliba and Gabriel.
I think, do you know why it is? He's done it at Palace by himself as such. He obviously had to.
They'll say no pressure there.
He still had to defend. He was still a stand-up player. He's gone
but
to City.
Laquard's a good defender.
But he's gone to, but it's not Gabriel level. It's not Manchester City level, and he stood out. Like, you understand?
The two teams of defending. So you got teams that all possession based. You're on the halfway line. So you see sometimes Saliba and Gabriel in the other half. Opposition half. You got to defend differently. You know what I mean? When the ball's either going over your head or you're on the halfway line, you got to jockey a bit. But Crystal Palace, you're kind of not on the edge of your own box, but you're in your own half. Normally,
comfortable areas.
Yeah, comfortable areas you got to defend. So I think it's different defending. You know what I mean? You've seen now when he's have to play in those type of positions, those type of areas, it can get a bit shaky. You know what I mean?
This is the question for the viewers, and I'm gonna chop this up. Who is the better defender for you guys? Mark Guehi or William Saliba? Who is the better defender for you?
Saliba, bro.
Mark Guehi or William Saliba?
Do you know what? It'd be interesting if I saw Mark Guehi in the Arsenal team. If I could sign one of them, I'd have probably signed Mark Guehi, to be honest with you.
So who's better? You didn't ask
It's very, very close. I'll go Mark Guehi.
Guehi.
Yeah, edges it for me.
I think overall Saliba, I do rate him more, but I think based on this season, I think they've both been. It was a
close,
toss up.
man. Yeah.
It was a toss up for me, but.
Who's a better defender though, overall, would you say? If you was a manager, who would you have in your team starting?
I've seen Saliba deal with like one-on-ones.
His recovery is insane.
Yeah.
Guehi's good at that as well, to be fair. He's really good at that as well.
It's a toss-up for me. I mean...
So my argument stands then.
It's a toss-up.
I don't think Guehi would be doing that well on the edge of the halfway line on balls in behind like that. As good as Saliba would.
I think Guehi and Gabriel would be mental together. It'd be crazy. All right, let's move on.
But
Frank never picked this up.
Yeah, Saliba. I've gone Saliba. I've still gone Saliba. I just feel like...
What was that about?
No, because, look, as a unit...
reason.
No, but as a unit, Raya in goal, I think I'm giving away who I'm going to go with next. But obviously, Gabriel and Saliba, are they've just been so solid, man. And they have been for the last couple of years, to be fair. And 2 or 3 years ago, when Saliba got injured, you saw what happened to Arsenal. He completely capitulated.
Yeah, 100%.
So, yeah, for me, I'll still go Saliba for this season.
That's your reason. You made that you had a
No, I'm just
blockbuster story to tell us. All right,
Why are you always getting on to me, man?
You do mad things, bro. All right, left side is centre back. We know already it's Gabriel, isn't it?
Yeah, Gabriel.
Yeah.
All right, just
Let's move on.
I don't even think there's anybody that you could even prop. Or maybe Senesi you can prop for the majority of the season, but
Van Dijk.
as a shout out. But
who?
Van Dijk. No, I'm joking.
but yeah, you got shout outs, but Gabriel's been the best.
left back. I think we're all the same again, innit?
I think we are. Nico O'Reilly for me.
Nico O'Reilly
Yeah,
for me.
Nico O'Reilly.
Yeah, outstanding. Comes up with big goals as well.
Literally.
Which you can't really get from a fullback nowadays.
Pep just finds ways to be able to utilise like left backs as
Left
forwards.
backs, he does it well
he's a
as well.
It's
midfielder.
always been
He's a midfielder.
Joao Cancelo, Fabian Delph,
Yeah.
Zinchenko.
Guardiola being a left winger basically at times.
Mateus
He
Nunes.
got a lot of goals last season.
Boy.
Cancelo? It was
Yeah, that's what I said, Cancelo.
Yeah,
Cancelo.
yeah.
Cancelo was cold at City.
That's what I'm saying, and he could play left back or right back, and he was just inverting left, right, and centre. So yeah, it's been even. That's what I'm saying with Delph. There's loads of them players that he's been able to use as fullbacks, just being extra man in midfield. But Nico O'Reilly bombing into boxes and scoring, and the free role he's been given, and still being able to do defensive works, even though he's never really been a fullback. Like he's done well.
Any honourable mentions?
For left back, I mean, I thought Calafiori was solid the first half of the season until he got injured. And I think Arsenal missed him massively. I don't think Nketiah is at his level, but he's not played enough to the season to be in the player of the tier of the season.
Yeah, I look at the teams outside of the top four, and I think to myself, who stood out at fullback? Not really many players have stood out at fullback and the left back.
Not at the top of my head. Not touching, that status, that performance that Nico O'Reilly's given us this season.
I have to give a shout out to Luke Shaw. because he's played every game. He's played every game this season, man.
Yeah.
He's played every game this season, man.
I need my Yardy button back.
Yeah.
Especially for Frank.
I've got to give him a shout, man. He's been solid for us this season.
Just for you.
Mate, listen, we finished third, man. So we've had a decent season by our standards, like at the moment. So, and he's like I said, he's played every single game. So
We need it back.
bring it back. No problem. I'll push it.
I'm going to be... Yeah. I don't know if it's 20 minutes.
Honourable mention, but Nico O'Reilly left back, definitely.
All right. I'm going to go CDM.
Whoa.
Boy, this is where it gets difficult because I'm not good at CDMs, bro. I'll be honest. I don't think many people deserve.
So let's just call it centre midfield.
I'm just going to centre midfielders.
We'll just call it centre
or
mid. Cool.
midfield.
All right, go on.
I'll be honest. My team, my back four is that good that I'm just playing happy days in midfield. I'm going Rice anyways, single by himself.
Rice?
Yeah, Rice got to
I
go in.
mean, Rice is in my team, yeah.
Yeah, he's got to go in.
Rice is in my midfield.
Yeah, but my next two ain't gonna be considered centre midfielders.
My next midfielder is... You got him?
Bruno.
There he is.
But
huh?
he's not really a centre mid, so he's a cam. So
Okay, cool. I've got Slobosly next to Rice.
yeah, if you want to go balance.
Yeah, I got Szoboszlai as well. I think he's been brilliant this season for Liverpool.
I've done the same as Sean, where I put Fernandes
Where are you playing
keeper.
him?
I've gone with like a box midfield. No, a bit quirky. You know what I mean? But
Do you know why? It's because with Szoboszlai, even Szoboszlai's a bit of a, even for me, if I could put in Szoboszlai, I still think it's a bit of a like, unbalanced team cop out kind of thing. Anyway, because Szoboszlai's been like he's either played right back or he's been an exceptional 10.
Yeah.
Like
I know you say you're playing Bruno and him's a bit mental.
yeah, I feel like just even having Bruno or Szoboszlai is the same kind of unbalanced team anyway. You're only gonna have Rice sitting there by himself anyway.
Yeah.
And if you have a season that Bruno's had 20 assists, I don't care how the assists have come.
Yeah.
Me personally, someone has to score the goals, obviously. But like you were saying off camera about De Bruyne could have got more assists, or I don't know, someone mentioned it. At the end of the day, like he's playing for Man United, and Man United finished what positions? 16th, 17th,
15th
Can
last
you tell
season.
the viewers you are a Man United fan, by the way?
I mean, I'm a fan of good football, so if Man United are playing good football, I'm all for it. If you have a season like this, you have to appreciate what he's done. To be honest, you know.
So if it wasn't Slobosly, who would you put in that midfield?
I've got Elliot Anderson.
Elliot Anderson.
I think he's had a phenomenal season for Forest. I think he's been brilliant this season.
So what you got? Rice, Elliot Anderson,
And Szoboszlai, I've got
Szoboszlai.
three centre midfielders.
So where's Bruno?
Don't worry, he's coming, bro. Don't worry.
He's the one behind the two strikers.
I've gone 4-3-1-2.
Oh, okay.
That's why he seems balanced.
Hipster team.
Balance.
Yeah,
All right, go.
They just hate you, like just
Hipster
haters,
team.
man. I've got a solid
Hipster
team.
team.
Elliot Anderson.
He wants to win on FIFA. He wants to be. He wants
everything.
this team to be out next year in the Premier
I
League.
always want to win.
That's his balance.
I always want to win.
Morgan Gibbs-White. I don't think Elliot Anderson's done enough for me personally throughout most of the season, but Morgan Gibbs-White has been.
We think alike.
Yeah, Morgan Gibbs-White for me is just his numbers have been impressive this year, considering he's not really a penalty taker, man, and he's scored in open play, and he's more of their main creator. From when they've had Chris Wood out for most of the season, they've needed someone. How's that a pause? His name is Chris Wood.
What was it? We might have to do the pause.
Because I was at a pause.
Chris, but yeah,
I'm joking, it's a joke, I'm joking.
but Chris Wood being out for most of that season, looking to find someone to be an outlet for them. Who else could you have had in there from Forest? Because everyone praises Forest for being this like really good team, and they got all these individuals. That's why I said it's a bit booky. Murillo's supposed to be great. Milinkovic is supposed to be decent. Fullbacks were decent last season. Olaina was arguably one of the best right backs in the league. And then Elliot Anderson and Morgan Gibbs-White and Chris Wood and Hudson-Odoi. If that team's supposed to be that good, why are they down there? Like something's a bit booky for me. But Morgan Gibbs-White, I think, has been their best player this season.
My next one is Bruno in the 10.
Bruno Fernandes.
Yeah.
Okay. I was thinking Gomara's, because Gomara's was in my kind of thoughts as well, but it's just
No,
he's only
Bruno
played 28
Fernandes.
games. Yeah, Bruno Fernandes. Yeah.
I already said
You said
Szoboszlai, yeah.
Yeah, so like I was saying, I've gone for a bit of a hipster team myself, but I put Morgan Gibbs-White.
In the 10.
Yeah,
Oh.
I'm playing with 2 10s and 2
So
underneath.
Because you got O'Reilly inverting.
So that's what I was doing too. When Slobosly goes up.
So in front of Rice and Fernandes, I have Morgan Gibbs-White, and then I don't know if you want me to say my next one because they're both in the 10.
It's Bruno anyway.
No, Bruno's underneath.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, he's got Bruno underneath.
He's got someone else.
Doing the
Yeah, we don't. I don't know what's wrong with me today. I know we know to be more on. Let me stop.
Yeah.
I need to do the math.
So Rice, Fernandes, Morgan, Gibbs-White, and I got Shirky next to Morgan, Gibbs-White.
All out attack.
Definitely
boy.
quirky.
Innit? All out attack.
He's on my wave because I've got Cherky on the right hand side personally.
But I didn't want to do that because it sounds and looks mad.
I know it might look mad, but
Yeah.
for me, I have to get the players in that have performed this
Yeah.
season, and if they're the guys that have performed, I have to have Cherky.
Yeah.
I've got Semenyo on the right.
He's not sure. Look, Sean's not sure.
know,
Sean loves
man.
ripping other people's teams and picks.
Why?
No, because I'm not
Semenyo-
even ripping the team. I'm just talking about Semenyo in general. I just feel like when you're looking at that City team, for me, I know Semenyo done well for Bournemouth for start of the season, but I feel like
can't argue what he's done.
yeah, he's done well, but for
He's
me,
done more than Shirky this season. Obviously,
I
had
don't
more
know.
games.
I don't know
man.
if he's had more influence.
From Bournemouth then to come into a new team and he hit the ground running, bagging goals.
He hit the
What?
ground running for 2 weeks, 3 weeks, and it took.
Oh,
It was, it was a bit more than that, to be fair, Sean.
Hit the ground running.
Yeah,
I think Semenyo gets into the team over Shirky. What do you guys think? Semenyo on the right or Shirky in the team of the season? Frank, who you got?
Bruno Fernandes.
Oh yeah, your team.
That's my number 10.
Yeah, that's
all
the
day.
thing.
But you're playing four in midfield. Like I said, Shirky for me, I've put him more inside as a 10. But like going back to your debate about Semenyo versus Shirky, I think Shirky, he just, you know what it is, as football lovers, as you know, we like the players with the eye test.
Magic,
100%.
innit?
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's what it really comes down to. I think Shirky has been hard done by in parts of the season where he wasn't playing. But I think there was a moment where Pep actually realised, you know what, this guy, I have
Because it's
to.
deceiving numbers. Because you'll look back at it and they'll say, "Oh, he played 31 games,"
No, he didn't.
but he didn't play 31 games. Man's got
start.
12 assists, real assists,
Oh, whatever, Sean. That's a real assist.
real assists. He's got
Yeah.
12.
They're all
And he got brought in very late in terms of like starting games. Like you know Pep roulette anyway. Pep likes to and that's what I'm saying. 31 games. That's people who look at stats. This is why I don't do stats because you look at that back and you'll see Cherky as he played 31 games. He only got 12, and Bruno Fernandes had 20, and he's played more games and stuff like that. But it's very similar games. But for me, Cherky's influence on that team.
it's been crazy.
And the funny thing is that we're having an argument between two players on the same team.
Mental.
I think after the Liverpool game, Man City beat Liverpool at the death. I think after that game, I think Pep
At
realised-
Anfield. At
At
Anfield.
Anfield, yeah. I think Pep realised like after that game, I need this guy on my team. I don't have anything else like him.
So we're done. Everybody's done that, isn't it? All right. Left side, you lot's a bit different, isn't it?
I've gone 2 strikers up top.
Yeah. All right. So you've got
Left side Doku.
you on Doku.
Yeah, I've ripped him a bit for large majorities of the season early on because I thought like just his output for me, like last year he put up really poor numbers. He had that one game where he had 4 or 5 assists in that one game, and then after that went ghost throughout the year in terms of contribution numbers wise. But I do start to appreciate the fact that when you're looking at the left hand side in the league, it's been a bit poor anyway. But his influence has been.
I've done a shoe on.
But yeah, I just feel like I just feel like his influence in the game has been their main outlet.
Yeah, makes sense. He's been good. But I just done a little shoe on. I got Morgan Gibbs White off.
Yeah, that's
Yeah, but
alright.
you can play from there.
I know, but that's not.
Yeah,
I got
yeah,
Gibbs White.
yeah.
I got Gibbs White. So I needed Bruno in the 10, so I thought I'll shoe on him and over there. I thought he was gonna have a heart attack.
Well, Cunha's had a better season than Doku.
I thought he was gonna
Individually. Cunha's had a better season than Doku. Cunha's had a better season than
That
Doku.
stinks.
He
That's a
has.
stinker.
No, he's had a better season than Doku.
Tell
Cunha, Mateus Cunha's had a better season than Jeremy Doku individually.
No way.
100%.
On what basis?
Goals, influence on the game, everything. Doku's only really come alive.
Influence on the game.
Wait, you're sitting there ripping his take for Semenyo because Semenyo only played well for a few weeks.
No,
Doku's
no, I'm
only
not saying
played
he
well
played
for a few weeks
I'm talking
himself.
about Semenyo played well for a few weeks for City.
Yeah, but
But I'm saying we're talking about players throughout the most of the season.
yeah, but who was
What's
mentioning
Cunha
Doku
done?
at the start of the season? Now Cunha's been good for
What's
us.
Cunha
man.
done?
He scored 10, 11 goals this season. He's got a few assists.
10, 11 goals.
Yeah, but he's been good though. He's put a lot of influence in the team. He's the
don't
kind of
think so.
player that you need on the pitch for your team. Doku's been very good from like February, March onwards. But at the start of the season, he didn't do nothing. Doku was nowhere. No one was talking about Doku at the start of the season. Everyone was ripping him. But that's just my opinion.
So goals,
That's my opinion.
Cunha's got 9, Doku's got 5. Assists, Doku's got 7, Cunha's got 4. Progressive carries, 186 for Cunha, 86 for
You know what I think it comes down to?
I mean, 186 for Doku,
Yeah.
86 for Cunha.
Yeah, but that's just all stats and everything. I know what I see. Yeah, but it is. That's just all stats.
We can't.
Yeah, but if you look at the
progressive carries is what they do, and that's
Mateus Cunha's had a better season than Jeremy Doku.
Because same way Frank will talk about Bruno Fernandes being that right hand side on that graph where he's creating chances.
Yeah,
the
yeah.
same way Doku's out there for what he's doing in terms of taking on people 1v1.
As I said, progressive carries is mental.
That's crazy progressive.
You lot carry on.
That's-
You lot
I
carry
think
on.
It's a big difference.
I think it comes down to it's not how you start, it's how you finish. I think when you finish the season strong like Doku has, then people you're
Jay, Cunha's not. He scored again yesterday. Cunha's having a good season, man.
Luke
He
Shaw
scored a couple.
yesterday.
He scored about two or three big goals for us
Luke
recently.
Shaw
as well.
scored yesterday. He had a 6.6 rating
Yeah,
in that
but
game. Had a
Shaw-
stinker
yeah, but
thing, and he got booked. And
Shaw's had a good season for us. I'll be honest with you. Shaw's not been had a bad season.
I think Cunha's a bias pick.
Yeah,
be
probably,
honest.
maybe, but he's had a good season.
Chances created more.
I really like Cunha, to be fair. I really like
Yeah,
him.
so
But
Cunha's a baller.
Cunha's a good player, yeah, but it's just-
Cunha's
I don't
quality,
know.
mate. You look.
No, I'm not saying he's a poor.
I just think
player. I want to.
Yeah.
Yeah, Cunha's,
wanted it,
mate,
I wanted
Cunha,
it.
I'm
But-
telling you now, Cunha's been, do you know what it is with him? He's one of those players as well. He wins you fouls at important times. We went to Anfield. We haven't won in Anfield for 10 years. And one of the reasons why we held on to that lead is because of him.
Yeah, but that's your specific. But that's your
Yeah, but
specific.
I'm just
point
giving you an
about
example.
Man U beating Liverpool.
Yeah,
or
but I'm
hanging
just
on to
giving you
Liverpool.
examples. But
Yeah, but-
listen, Doku's playing with Erling Haaland, is playing with Mark
He's
Guehi,
their
playing
main.
with,
He's their
playing under
main
Pep Guardiola.
outlet. He's their main outlet.
to be fair, sometimes you're a player like Doku, for example. I think he gets used for Man City sometimes as a decoy. So like two guys end up.
Yeah.
you know,
I can see that. Yeah,
going.
yeah.
That's how dangerous he is.
Yeah, doubling up, and then it frees space for other players.
yeah,
So
absolutely.
sometimes that's why I don't even, like you were saying, you don't always have to look at stats or whatever.
It's the influence of what someone is taken away from people.
Cunha can do that as well. Look, what did I say to you about Jeremy Doku 2 weeks ago? I rate him. He should be on another level. That's how I feel. He's got so many quality attributes, but only recently now, like the last couple of months, has he started actually pulling goals out the bag and everything.
Has Cunha had moments like that?
Do people double up on Cunha?
Yes,
Arsenal.
yeah, of course they do.
People double
they
up
have
on
to.
Cunha.
They have to. He
Not
gets
like
fouled up there.
Doku's done it.
Sure, they do.
Double.
No, they
do.
don't.
Sorry. Doku's done it twice.
No,
Game.
not okay.
Bangers, top bins, left foot, right foot.
Obviously, we're talking about
Cunha had those moments, and we're talking about
magnitude of the
we're
league.
talking about
Going for the league
scoring
title.
for the league.
Yeah, no,
Elements.
100%.
It's just my opinion. I think overall,
that's what it comes
Cunha's
down
had a
to.
better
Big
season than
game
Jeremy
moments.
Doku.
That's what it
Big
comes
game
down to.
moments.
Doku's had a couple of Cunha's had a couple of those as
Not
well.
like
said against
not like
Arsenal.
Doku. Not
Yeah.
like Doku.
Against
It's
Arsenal.
easy.
Yeah, one at the Emirates.
Who was your right hand side?
Yeah, like I said,
Left hand side.
You went
Your left
Turkey,
hand
innit?
side. Sorry, yeah, left
no,
hand
I
side.
put a box midfield.
Oh, yeah, the
innit?
box midfield, innit?
box
Yeah, yeah.
midfield. Rice, Fernandes,
He said
Cherki.
enough because that's just
No, because
Morgan-
otherwise we'll argue for
Morgan-
days.
yeah,
Because
it's true.
Cunha is a meaty argument. I'll be honest.
In your
Like,
opinion.
we're talking about a
But
player
that's your opinion,
arguably- No, Doku's in player of the like team of the year. Cunha couldn't sniff team of the year. How
It's
is
not,
that even
has
a
it been
comparison?
announced yet, the team of the year?
How is Cunha in the conversation with Doku when Doku
Yeah,
is a team of the season kind of
Because
player?
because
and-
City's still going for the title. That's why. That's why.
So just because of the achievement, that's why Doku is in the
well,
team of the
probably,
season?
yeah, probably. Listen,
no, it's
look,
not.
I've watched Doku a lot, and he's been disappointing for a lot of the season. Only the last few weeks has he come alive. That's the truth. Cunha has gone to a massive club from a club that's got relegated this season. He's gone to a massive club, and he doesn't even look at a place for a second. So for me, I think overall, when you consider everything, Cunha's had a better season than Jeremy Doku individually. That's just my opinion. But you lot have yours. That's fine. I respect.
I think this one. I think I said it off camera. I think if I was to pick the team of the season after the season, and let's say Man City were to go on and win, then I would say Doku.
Then you could. Then fair enough. Yeah, you know what I mean. Especially because, like you said, he's played a big part of that now.
But right now, I can't put no wingers in my team. I don't know
I agree with
anyone who can. They don't jump off the page to me.
I agree. I think Semenyo's the only one that's actually been
Semenyo-
consistent throughout the season.
Yeah.
But to a degree. But yeah, anyway, I've gone two strikers. Like I said, one of them is Erling Haaland, obviously. That's who I've gone with.
Everybody's on Haaland.
Everyone's gonna have Haaland.
Yeah,
surely.
yeah, Haaland. Yeah.
All right, cool. That's everybody's team of the season.
no.
No, Frank's got
one
Frank's
more.
got his
I got one more as well.
Yeah, you got
They
first.
got the boxes.
So we got the box midfield. We've got two up front. And
Got the
then
same one?
We've got the same one, I think. Igor
Thiago.
Thiago.
He's
Thiago.
quiet though recently.
He's slapped in 22,
I feel
23
like
goals.
Thiago's numbers are a bit inflated because of the penalties and stuff like that. But
Sean's always going on arguing
no, but it's
about
true though,
this.
because if I'm talking about box and you lot talk about balance, has Joao Pedro had a better season than Igor Thiago?
Yeah, or like consistent wise. Yeah,
Yeah,
probably.
Performance
stand on that, you can stand on that.
and you look at
He's
the
got more
numbers.
assists. I think he's got more assists as well.
Joao
you
Pedro's
can
got
stand on that,
how much goals difference?
I'm still going Igor
'cause
Thiago.
Joao don't take penalties.
But how I kind of sometimes
Let me get the stats.
I say who's had the better season. What would that team be doing without that player or without that contribution from that player?
Yeah, it's the thing is with him. I feel like he's played well, but I'm saying when I look at the Brentford team and I look who's the people that I think when I've gone to watch them play, like Shard for me was one of their big players. That's their big outlet player. So for me, it was like he kind of benefits off of certain other guys that do well, like the Utara Dangos and Kevin Shard, and he takes the pens. Like he has played well in terms of being a target man and using himself.
Yeah.
But is it outweighed Joao Pedro's individual performances for what we've asked him to do? I just don't think it has. That's why I'm only thinking.
Depends who you're asking. Like if you ask some Arsenal fans, especially in the last month, they will say Gyökeres, his output and his outlet for the team has been it's so influential, you know, to get the team up the pitch and so forth. But if you ask someone outside of Arsenal about Gyökeres, they'll be like, this guy, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
He's not really.
No, it's true. It's true. But I think, to be fair, if you're going to come in and, with no disrespect, one's playing for Chelsea, one's playing for Brentford, you're going to hit 23 Premier League goals in a season. I don't care if 10 of them, 15 of them are penalties. You still got to put them away. Like Cole Palmer had a great season 2 years ago. A lot of his goals were penalties. He scored a lot of penalties.
Now you're being disingenuous because you're talking about a player who's massively influential but has got inflated numbers and you're comparing it to someone who's. You said that if he scored 15 penalties, you still got to put them away.
But we had this argument a while ago, and one of the reasons why you were arguing for Cole Palmer was because he scored a lot of goals, but a lot of them were penalties. But now on this,
I've never really put up Cole Palmer for
Thiago
goals.
scored 8 pens.
8 pens, yeah.
Yeah, and what
Attempt on there.
and how many?
15. 15 then.
Was it?
He's got 22 league.
Oh, he's got so 15.
So 14.
Okay, yeah. So, mate, that's still a good return. So he's got as many open play goals as Gyökeres has.
Joao Pedro's got 15 goals. He don't take.
Joao Pedro's got 15 non-pen goals.
And he's got 5.
So he's got
5
14
assists.
on pen.
But then you would argue if they got basically the same goals, is it easier to score for Brentford or is it easier to score?
No,
for Chelsea?
that's what I'm saying. But I'm still saying that he's been massively influential for his team. But for me, I just think Joao's probably been better, especially and he's got 5 assists. Thiago's got 1 assist.
1 assist, yeah.
But the other thing as well, I'd say, when Chelsea bought Joao Pedro, a lot of people thought that he'd do well. Like, you know, even in the predictions, like people were saying that Joao Pedro would do well.
Thiago's overachieved.
No, there's not a single person in this room or in this.
I didn't know who he was before.
Do you know what I'm saying? Would have predicted he'd hit 20 plus Premier League goals. No one would have.
Remember, Joao Pedro, he's done it. He's been in the Premier League.
No, he's done well, but you can't just discredit people that are just seen to be good players because that's why they're good players. Like they think he's going to do well because he is a good player.
Yeah.
So.
But I think Haaland sits in that category of people overlooking him for his numbers because they just think it's Haaland.
He's a victim of his success.
Exactly, but Haaland 100%, and I think because it's a toss-up, I think especially on the wings, I put Igor
Thiago,
Thiago as well.
Okay, sick. All right, we're going to move on to young player of the season. So we had a little bit of a debate. What are we doing here? Frank says it should be under 21s. Sugar Sean over here says no, the rules are under 23s.
It is what it is, isn't it?
So what are we going with? Under 23s, under 21s?
Well, my play is 21 and under anyway, so I'm sticking with that.
Well, with Frank's rules of being under 21, of it being start of the season 21, my players fits into that category anyway. So, my 2 players would have fit into that category anyway. So yeah,
cool.
Yeah, I mean,
you good?
Yeah, we go with what everyone's going with. I mean, personally, I don't like it being up to 23. Personally,
okay.
Yeah, same.
But that's the rules, isn't it?
So we're gonna start with you, Mr. Sugar Sean, young player of the season.
For me. One of them I feel like deserves a big shout out, so I was really wanting to put him in another category.
Gonna throw a name before you say it?
No, I don't want to throw the name. I'm going to throw my name of what I'm saying young player of the season. I just think Nico O'Reilly deserves to be young player of the season, personally.
Okay. All right. So I was going to go Nico, but the shout out for me is Rio, Liverpool.
Rio?
Yeah. I like Rio.
I don't think he's played enough.
I think he falls under the category of like one to watch.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
No, but I feel
How
like
many
what he's
games
just
he played?
not for player of the season, but like just for what he's like
Honourable mention.
For like what he's for like what he's come in and done and just the highlights he's shown and
I think
I feel like he's been.
I wouldn't mind it if he done it. I wouldn't mind if he done it for like 15 games, but I don't even think he's played 15 games, has he?
Nah, I like him, man. I
I think he's unbelievable, but yeah, to put him in.
Not player of the season. I'm not saying he.
just honourable mention. But even the honourable mention, I just think
his name should be mentioned for a young player. That's first, what's like a breakthrough kind of.
He looks electric.
He'll win it next season. Hopefully.
You reckon?
Yeah, if he gets more.
Hopefully not. Hopefully not.
What was your honourable mention? Do you have a name? He's gonna say.
I like Krupi Jr., bro.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
I think for where Bournemouth are
yeah.
going forward, I think like him and Ryan especially have been big performers. But yeah, him and
He's not.
I think
he's not on the plane, is he? I think.
Mad.
Yeah, I think they announced it. I think
For who?
France, isn't it?
Oh, is he French? Yeah.
Yeah.
He's not gonna make it.
He ain't gonna make it, but I think he's talent-wise. I think I could just see a player.
There's a lot of big clubs after him this summer. That I know for sure.
Arteta, Berta. Alright, go on.
Yeah, Nico O'Reilly. he's got. I think because he's not only played. I mean, this guy's had to cover for Rodri at times in the midfield. So how mad that is. And he's an attacking midfielder, and he's playing at left back, and he does not look out of place.
Yeah.
So yeah, Nico O'Reilly for me, been young player of the season.
Yeah, same for me. To be fair, obviously we're saying the age gap or the age requirements to make the list. Shirky, he could have been a player. I think it would have been either him or Nico O'Reilly.
Yeah, Cherky's been nominated in the team of the season, but under Frank's rules, under 21.
My rules. It's my rules.
It's yeah.
No, but
he's 22.
for me, 23. I don't see you like even 22 really, but 23
That's not
definitely. Yeah.
Youngest Premier League goal scorer.
I think when you because like when you talk about young player of the season, obviously we have to base it on the season. Who's the best player out of that nominated list of players? Cherky's clear, but yeah, Scott from Bournemouth had a good season. For me, Krupi Jr.'s had a good season. Yeah, but for me, Nico O'Reilly's been integral for City.
Yeah, he's been outstanding. He scored me a lot of FPL points too. Right, signing of the season. Start with you.
I'm just gonna say Krupi Jr. Has he been there? Has he been there from last season, or is he even signed the season?
Has he been there from last season?
He wants to give something to Krupi Jr.
No, last season
last year?
he was at Lorient.
Yeah, I'm going Krupi Jr. Yeah.
I'm going Granit Xhaka.
That's a really good shout.
Granit Xhaka for what he's done.
I just wanted to put Krupi in there some way.
Yeah, I'm going Xhaka, man.
Fair.
I'm gonna go my boy Sene Lammens, man. I think he's been brilliant. 18 million he cost from the Belgian league.
Alright, cut. Show's over. That's it. We're done.
That's it. That's my sign of the
I
season.
mean,
Hey, listen.
I agree. I agree. Sorry, I agree.
Bro, listen. The guy's come from the Belgian league, which is not even in the top 10 leagues in Europe. He's become Man United's number one, and he wasn't even signed as a number one. He was signed as a backup. I know that for sure.
Price point as well.
£18 million, just under 8 or just over 18 million. And he's established himself.
Bang for your buck.
Yeah, that's it. He's established himself as Man United number one at 23 years old.
Signing of the season, though.
For me, yeah.
I think
Yeah.
there is a stat that I think he's like, goalkeeper stats, saves and this and that. You probably know
He's
better.
3 away from equaling the Premier League record of most shots saved in a season, I think it is.
That's come on.
And he's made some very, very big saves for us this season. And he's only made one mistake leading to one error leading to a goal
I
since.
think signing of the season is a bit extreme. There's a
But
lot of signings.
That's like I said, £18 million for a goalkeeper now that you could have for the next 10 to 15 years. Let's see how the second season goes, but
The way I based my signing of the season was kind of similar to how you thought about it as well. Not who done the best per se, but who actually was needed for that team.
yeah.
And I went Gyökeres.
Oh, swear.
A sign of the season.
Yeah, because if Arsenal do get over the line, especially how he's done in the last month or so, I think they've needed that type of striker,
100%.
that outlet. They've been dying for it, crying out for it. So I've based my decision on that.
Importance.
Yeah,
It goes back to what you were saying. It backs up what you were saying about is how you end the season and how you start it.
Because at the start of the season, a couple fans calling for his head.
He wants to explode.
However,
What's your thoughts on
I'm not arguing, man.
is your
I can tell you no point because I know you've got something to say.
Is your-
But it's just I can't argue, man. Frank's
argue.
biased to everyone. Everyone at Man United are great. Like Cunha's
Sesko.
one of the best wingers in the world. Bruno's the best player in the world, and Lamens is now the best goalkeeper in the league, and
Is he better than Rea?
No.
no, but I just think Lamens for signing the season. I ain't seen him tested enough.
Do you know how hard it is to be Man United number one and do well?
Your point was that he came from Belgium. Do you know how many goalkeepers come from all over the world? That is not even from this Premier, like from the league.
Yeah, but I'm talking about playing for Man United though, Sean.
It doesn't matter. Man United were 15th
Onana
last
got
year.
ripped.
Yeah, but
Onana was one of the best goalkeepers in Europe. Came to Man United, got ripped.
He wasn't.
Well, statistically,
no, he wasn't.
At Inter, he was.
I told people from a long time ago.
Yeah, and that's fair enough.
Overhyped, mad errors.
And you were
not
right.
a good goalkeeper.
And you're right.
But you can't
statistically,
praise Lamens. You can't praise Lamens because of how bad your goalkeepers were. Like, all right, he's a better goalkeeper than what you had.
Yes, yeah.
But for me, I haven't seen him tested, like, make crazy saves. You would have been seeing the highlight reels on the timeline if he pulled off great saves. Has he been stable? Has he shored it up a bit? Has he become just doing what basic goalkeepers are supposed to do?
It's not just a basic goalkeeper, though.
He
Sean.
is.
He's doing all the right things. Yeah, but not yet because
special.
it's his first season in the Premier League and he's 23 years old.
He's not exposed.
young. So
23 is not super young as a goalkeeper,
right?
Really.
No, but he is. And 23 technically for the actual young player of the season, he's actually he could be nominated because he's that young. So
23 is not young for me as a goalkeeper.
Yeah, as a goalkeeper, it is.
Would you put him as top 5, top 3 goalies in the Premier at the moment?
I don't know because it's like you've got Pickford, you've got Raya, you've got like
Donnarumma.
Rose, Donnarumma. You know what I mean? You've got some very, very good goalkeepers. I don't know about top 5, but I just feel like he's solved a massive, massive problem for us potentially, hopefully long term. Like now, no one talks about Man United need a goalkeeper now. Now they're talking about getting a backup goalkeeper potentially as a number 2 or number 3 choice.
Yeah, for United, yeah.
But Sean, that's not easy to do, bro. That's not easy to do.
It's for your specific situation. But like, if we're talking about influence on teams, like when he said Granit Xhaka has probably been the most influential player in a team who got promoted. Because then you put up points about playing for Man United, coming from outside of the country.
Yeah.
You're talking about Granit Xhaka playing for a team who got promoted from the Championship.
And do you know what?
13 mil actually.
Did you get
Who's that?
Lamens.
I think it was more than that. To be fair. But
goalkeepers are going to be that kind of money.
But
anyway.
by the way,
Like,
that was my
the
second
influence.
choice. Granit Xhaka was my number 2 choice. By the way,
I think he's been the most influential side.
that was my second choice.
If you're talking about influence,
You've got Sunderland. People had him relegated.
That's what I'm saying to you. I think
Ridiculous,
the real argument probably is Granit Xhaka personally.
Yeah. All right.
Yeah, no, I agree with that. I think Xhaka's been amazing, but then Xhaka cost 30 odd million, whatever. You know, what I mean, for a what 31, 32-year-old, however,
I think
33.
he might be even 34
Yeah,
or something.
33, 34. So yeah.
Right, we're going to move on to manager of the season. This is going to be interesting. Sean.
Don't understand how they haven't got not Iraola, Unai Emery in there. I don't know how Unai Emery's not in there.
What's the candidates?
Sunderland manager, Debris, Iraola, Arteta, Carrick, Pep Guardiola,
Keith Andrews.
Them 6. I don't know how Villa, who have gone to a Europa League final and finished in the top 4, and you're not nominated. I don't understand that personally. But manager of the season for me, I'm just giving it to Arteta, bro.
Oh, same.
He's got them finally over the line for a team that's never.
Has he?
Yeah.
Has he?
I think it's done.
I hope this clip comes back to haunt both of you.
I'm going
really
to Champions League final. 2 more games to win the Prem.
I don't think Iraola can. I don't know why Debris nicked it in. Obviously, Debris. What Sunderland were fought to get relegated. Fair enough. I don't mind that. But Iraola. I don't think Iraola even deserves to be in there personally.
Nah, come on, Sean. He's had an excellent.
Not over Unai Emery.
They're still in contention.
Okay, who's better, Unai Emery or Emery?
No, but Unai Emery's the better manager. But Iraola has lost Kirkes. He lost Zabani. He lost.
All right, Keith Andrews come out of it.
Yeah, but that is my vote is Keith Andrews.
Maybe Keith Andrews comes out of it. I think all 3 of them are kind of on the peripheral. But I don't know how Keith Andrews.
Iraola might still get Bournemouth Champions League football. That's ridiculous. It's a joke.
Yeah, finishing 6th has been the achievement, but for.
George?
Yeah, I think it depends how you look at it. You know, if you're an Arsenal fan, you'll probably say Arteta because it's not easy finishing
above
second.
Pep.
Yeah, above Pep. And then obviously Liverpool last season, everyone forgets about them. The money being spent from other clubs as well is also a lot. It's not just Arsenal. But then if you're a Man City fan, you look at it and ask, like, what do you expect? You think Arsenal should be challenging by now. You know, 6 years, 7 years, he's been in the job. So I think it's either who for me, whoever wins the Premier League, they should be manager of the season. We forget Pep Guardiola. Everyone wrote them off. Start of the season, everyone was like, nah. They're not going to do it this year.
It was more for the Rodri thing, innit? Well, yeah, they fell off. But majority of that season was Rodri not being available that they fell off like that.
As soon as he come back.
Yeah, it's
but
true.
It's just like with Arteta, it's like people ain't wowed by Arteta football, but yet he's winning the league. So if he's not that good at football, but I'm saying if people ain't praised Arteta's football, how has he won the league?
Yeah.
And for me, that's what it makes him manager of the season.
I think it's just this season he's just changed up things because we've seen us
against West Ham, you see
batter teams when we want like season back, so we can do it. We can play that football. It's not like we've done this for the last 2-3 seasons. We haven't been playing that football. Just changed up this year.
I think these moments come down to, especially the couple games left. It comes down to decision making from managers and players. West Ham game brings on Zubamendi. It's not working out. He makes a decision. That ends up, being the difference that gets them the extra 2 points in the game that potentially could win them the title.
Even taking off Saka?
Exactly. People would have questioned that as well. So I think results-based business, you get, judged on your results. And I think, he's done the job so far, but I don't know when this is coming out. Obviously, we're going to see.
Obviously, it's dependent on whether they win the league or not, but I think it's done.
So you're going to answer as well, yeah?
If they win the league, if not, I'll go with Pep.
You're shaky. We need one.
Taking them two out of it then, Iraola.
Okay, fair.
Yeah.
For me, Keith Andrews, because I wrote Brentford off at the start of the season. I thought they'd get relegated. As I said, they lost Norgard and Bumo, Wissa. I mean, it's 3 top players for them last season, and their manager as well, Thomas Frank, went to Spurs last summer. So I think he's done a great job. And you know what? I like him. Look, when he speaks, he's got a bit of personality, a bit of character. He's solid. I like the way he talks as well. So,
but didn't you say Keith Andrews would be one of the top 6 to replace for Unai Emery?
Who said that?
When I said to you that who comes in, who steps out of the 6 nominations for Unai Emery to get involved, you said Keith Andrews.
No, because I don't know if he was not. I didn't know he was on a list. I didn't know it was on a list. When you named the list, you didn't name the list.
I gave you the 6, and you said that I said Iraola or Labrise.
Yeah.
And then I said, who's the other one? Keith Andrews. And I said to you, who does Unai Emery get in for? You said Keith Andrews.
No, I didn't say that. I didn't say Keith Andrews. That's not what I said. I said you said who's the number 6, who's the 6th one? I said Keith Andrews.
No, I know, but when I'm saying I had a whole argument saying about how Unai Emery's not in there and who does he replace, and you said Keith Andrews.
No, I said Keith Andrews to complete the list of.
Okay, so who steps out? Okay, so who steps out of that 6?
Carrick probably for me. Carrick, I wouldn't put Carrick forward as the manager of the year because I think he's done a phenomenal job. I'm really happy with what he's done and everything, and I think he deserves the contract that he's getting. But I think 15 games he's managed, and we don't know if he would have been unbelievable if he started from the start of the season, or if he, do you know what I mean? It's a bit of a toss up. So I probably wouldn't have had Carrick in the top 6 nominees for manager of the season.
Right, final one, player of the season. Interesting, Shawnee Barr.
Easiest one to pick of all.
Never.
Jordan?
No chance.
The easiest one to pick.
I think, might have the same.
The easiest one.
Yeah, Declan Rice. Arsenal win the league, Declan Rice played the season.
Yeah, I'm getting Declan Rice.
You said David Ray last week, didn't you?
No, or you can argue either or either, but Declan Rice.
I can go before then. I think if you have a season where it's historical and you're putting up numbers where we haven't seen before
From corners.
It doesn't matter how it gets done.
It does matter.
Let the man talk.
Let
the man talk.
It doesn't matter how it gets done. Then you have to say Bruno Fernandes.
Bruno Fernandes.
You have to.
Why though?
If it
based on
assists. Let's say if you got 19 assists, then I'm not putting him as player of the season. But I think just historically, if you look back, in time, and you say, how is this player? He did that and he never won player of the season. That's how I kind of look at it. You know what I mean? He's done, he broke a record, but he hasn't won player of the season. Doesn't really sit right with me. Doesn't really make too much sense. That's how I look at it from a logistical.
But the team obviously they've achieved getting Champions League football, but they haven't.
Can I say one thing?
From the depths of the pits of the table we're talking about.
Yeah. See when Henry done it, did Arsenal win the league?
But like I'm saying,
Then Kevin De Bruyne.
what were your
Did they win the league?
What were your expectations of that Arsenal team that Thierry Henry was playing in?
It doesn't matter.
No, of course it matters.
Won the league.
It's in context.
So it's like the achievement of the assist goes hand in hand with a trophy.
All right, well, hold on.
So he's done this for...
Right, hold on 1 second. 9 of the last 16 players to win Player of the Season didn't win the league. How's that? And no one said anything before that.
I'm talking about the assists.
Yeah, it doesn't matter. I'm saying to you, but 9 of the last 16 players that have won. Yeah, but Jordan, it's not just his assists. The guy is unbelievable. He's a baller.
Yeah. So is Declan Rice been unbelievable. We're about to win the league and we're in the Champions League fight.
Bruno Fernandes is a better footballer than Declan Rice. Bruno Fernandes is they are different players. But Bruno Fernandes is a better footballer than Declan Rice.
For what Declan Rice does, he's the best at what he does.
Yep.
Okay.
Bruno's just the best at what he does.
Right. But overall, as a footballer,
furthermore, we haven't seen a player like Declan Rice of recent, apart from Kante.
Unicorn.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
You've seen Ozil. Okay. You can argue for Ozil. You've seen Kevin De Bruyne, David Silva. You've seen these players.
Mm-hmm. So that means he should get Player of the Season, yeah?
Obviously,
because you've not seen a player like him.
We're in the Champions League final. We're about to win the league.
The reason why Arsenal are going to win the league is because of
nothing to do
Declan
with
Rice.
Europe, by the way. This is just Premier League Player of the Season. Nothing to do with Europe. So eradicate the Champions League.
You take Declan Rice out their team. So I know you're going to say take Bruno out.
Yeah. We'd have got relegated last season.
But
we'd have got relegated last season.
Declan Rice out, we don't win that league.
Yeah. I'm sure of that. Yeah. Listen, Declan Rice has had an exceptional season. Declan Rice is a quality footballer. Declan Rice is a player that I wanted at Man United very, very badly. It didn't happen. He went to Arsenal. Fair enough. He's had a great season for Arsenal, but for me, Bruno Fernandes has been the player of the season in the Premier League this season. No one's going to tell me otherwise. No one.
Teams have to find alternative ways of playing football. If Bruno never played for them, they'd find a different way and style of playing football, and they might play even better than what Bruno is in the team.
Trust me, bro.
So who knows?
Trust me, I've seen us about Bruno Fernandes in a handful of games this season and last season, and it was disgraceful for us.
If he left, yes, then they would have to find a way to accommodate someone.
You think what Man United fans saying? Sell Bruno Fernandes and sign Carlos Baliba. Bro,
but it's just like Arsenal, we got rid of Aubameyang. We're saying, we're done for. We still.
But the Bruno thing, Bruno took
a long time.
But we still was competing at a high level when Aubameyang was gone.
But you never got over the line without.
But we still was competing at a high. Everybody said, we can't sell Aubameyang. He's our goal scorer. He's this, he's that. Other players stepped up and they done what they needed to do.
But he could have been there, and you never know. Maybe you look at it same way. Brazil are crying out for Neymar to feature in the World Cup. They need that extra little spice to add to what they're already doing. You know what I mean?
It's kind of what Sean said. He said you will find a way to get it done.
But sometimes in Arsenal's case, you haven't though. You know what I mean? No, you haven't.
Frank has mentioned multiple players that have been Luke Shaw and the goalkeeper and Cunha, and they've got Šeško is unbelievable and all this kind of stuff.
Unbelievable. I said he's been very good.
There's a lot of good players, and if he's better than Gyökeres, who's been mentioned for one of the players of the signings of the season, then if all of these players are that good, you'd find a way to play a different style of football to play well. If Declan Rice never signed for Arsenal would never win the Premier League.
Never.
Rice is the reason for why they have bridged a team that is a third place team to a title-winning team. 100%. And he might not be a technical player, he might not be a pizzazz and all that kind of stuff, but Declan Rice as a player for his position, unicorn, and is the only reason for why that they are even competitive in this league.
It sounds like I'm disagreeing. Even Declan's my boy. I would normally say Declan Rice.
You have to.
I would normally say...
You don't have to.
You don't have to. I would say normally say Declan Rice, but because Bruno Fernandes has done something that no one's ever done before.
Yeah, but Jordan is 12 assists or 11 assists from set pieces.
So why don't other players do it, Sean?
Brother,
we've had
everything.
We've had David Beckham.
He takes everything.
Beckham didn't take everything. He didn't get near that assist record.
Bruno Fernandes takes
you make it as if Bruno Fernandes is the only set piece taker in the whole league.
Kevin De Bruyne took everything.
Yeah, exactly.
But Kevin De Bruyne didn't have 11, 12 assists.
Why? Why didn't he?
Open play assists. It's different. You've got to take that into consideration.
That is the whole context. You talk about context. He takes corners and free kicks. He takes everything.
How many chances this guy's created?
I don't care.
The second one close to him is half. Sabozla is half. 70 something.
He's on that spectrum of creating chances. Just like Tyler Adams was there when he was doing ball winning stuff for Leeds United. I'm not having Tyler Adams and these kind of people in conversations just because they're
no one's talking about ball winning. No, we're talking about chances created, which is one of the hardest things to do in football.
And he's up there.
Yeah,
he does chances created. gets implemented from corners, from free kicks, from the amount of crosses he puts in that are not going to anybody. We've always called him a spammer.
So you don't pick crosses out. You don't pick crosses out. You don't pick long balls out. Some of the balls that this guy plays, I've not seen before. I ain't seen his balls before being played.
He has done no look passes. He's done step overs where he hasn't touched the ball and it's gone to an assist to someone. I'm not saying he hasn't done great things, but for the argument for why he's been put into player of the season on this back end of the season is because the number is close to breaking a record that has been set. And where we're talking about context is because this man has had more of his assists from set pieces, corners, and free kicks compared to what it is of these other men. Thierry Henry had 18. I don't care if Sky Sports got it wrong. And they said he had 20 open play assists and he only had 2. And everyone wants to make YouTube videos and YouTube shorts and Instagram shorts and say, oh, them statistics are wrong. He had 18 open play assists. This man hasn't even got...
from open play.
So in the same argument, obviously you don't measure Declan Rice through assists and stuff like that, but he's got a lot of assists from set pieces.
Yeah. But that's what I'm saying. And that's why I put Declan Rice in there, because Declan Rice's set pieces, for what he's able to strike a ball, whip them in at near post and their tactic of corners and stuff like that, that's an addition for a DM. And I'm like, that's my DM taking free kicks and corners. And that's how dangerous it is. And he's the best ball winner, for me personally, in the world.
I agree with both of you. That's where I'm at.
Listen, no one's going to change my mind. Do you know what? My mind's so 110% on this. I'm so 100% sure. I've never been so sure of anything in my life. That's
my last question. So you're cool with it being... 9 corners.
I don't care. Do you know what? Even if all 20 of them were set pieces, I don't care. It's not just. That's like a man breaking the. To you. That's like a man. Because I know what I see when I'm watching it.
That's like a man breaking the all-time goal scorer record, but majority of them are penalties. You're not going to rate that. So I'm not rating that. Majority of them are tap-ins. Yes, you got to be in the right place at the right time. But that's dead.
I would say it's still football though. Like you still got to have the ability to. It's not like he's Rory the lap throwing it in from a throw-in. You know what I mean?
Like you don't have to score that. Like a lot of the penalties, like you're talking about, aren't pressure penalties. Like a lot of the balls that you're putting in aren't pressure crosses. One of the set pieces from a corner you're talking about was in the last minute against Spurs. How many times do we see... What happened the other day in the game when... who was playing? Hearts Celtic. Yeah. When the play hit the first man. Do you think it's easy to...
So why was you complaining about Arsenal scoring from corners then?
Because that's all you lot do.
So that's all you don't care though.
Because that's all you lot do.
So why was you complaining about? Why was you calling us?
Because the league's been so poor.
You can't complain about it.
Like I said, if this was Pep from 3 years ago, or Klopp from 3 years ago, you lot ain't seen any title. You ain't seen any title.
If you're calling Bruno set pieces, you can't talk nothing about.
Yeah, but it's not just set pieces. I know that my guy. Hold on.
You're right.
I know that Bruno is much more than that. You lot are putting that on him. He creates chances like you wouldn't believe. The other day he should have broken the assist record. People can't finish. That's not his problem. Yeah, you are though.
You can't.
You are. So it's not just corners. It's not just your corners.
You can't call us set piece FC if you're
let me explain to you why.
Bruno breaking the record from set pieces.
Let me explain to you why. Let me tell you why I call you set piece FC. Because every throw-in, every corner, every free kick that you lot take is an audition in front of, like, to win an Oscar. Everyone takes a minute and a half.
But
everything
you have to score from it, right?
Yeah. You take your
score from it.
It's like a penalty's been given.
You have to score from it.
Yeah, that's why I call it set piece FC. They're bringing in new rules next season.
You have to score from the set piece.
What, you got to try?
They got towels.
You have to score, right?
You got...
Based on what you just said,
they brought in rules because of your manager and your players, bro. They're bringing in new rules next season because of your players. No, I'm not moving the goalposts. I'm telling you what it is.
So you're upset with us scoring set pieces, but it's okay for Bruno to score.
No. Break a record doing it. Listen, last season and the season before, you lot was playing some decent football. Fair enough. Now you lot are just relying on a set piece.
Has Bruno's...
So has Bruno to get his record.
Yes, because Bruno... Do you know why?
How did he equal the record yesterday? Was it a set piece?
Do you know why, Jay? Because he equaled it because it was an open play. Wow. But has Bruno Fernandes' influence in terms of how he plays, has it changed or has it been a difference of influence this season than it has been for the last 7 seasons of what I've seen him play?
Well, he played centre midfield for one.
No, forget. See, this is what I'm saying, Frank. You moved the goalpost.
No, but how am I moving the goalpost? You're asking me if he's adapting the way he plays, if he's changing the way he plays.
He played 1 season next to Casemiro. I don't care about that 1 season. You go right off. Fair enough. He's played out of position. I have not seen anything different to what Bruno Fernandes has done. Bruno Fernandes for me, was better in his first opening seasons when he first come to Man United than it is now. There is no difference. That's what I compare it to. How can I give props to a player for player of the season when his first 2-3 seasons were better than the season that he's had now, just because his numbers is breaking a record? And then yet you're discrediting Arsenal, saying that they're set piece FC. And they haven't even scored that many set pieces anyway.
That's contradictory at its finest. Contradictory just at its
like I said,
finest.
the way that you know what, I'll be honest with you, lot of football irks me, man. That's the truth. Arsenal's football irks me. It's just jarring, man. It's jarring. I've watched you lot play so many times, and I know what you lot do. You try and create chances, it doesn't work, so you give it to the left winger, you give it to right back, win us a corner, bro. Win us a throw-in, bro. And then let's see what they do after that.
To be fair, FIFA kind of changed rules because of Arsenal.
Yeah, they did.
Even the goalkeeper rule.
That's because of your David Raya.
Yeah.
They've changed the rules because of you.
And next season, the throw-in, they're saying
why they put time on it?
Stop clock now.
And hopefully they're going to change the rules because of Mbeumo scoring a goal where he was handballing the ball on the weekend.
Oh, whatever. Here we go.
Maybe they changed that rule of it.
Do you know what?
Coming off
it was handball.
And then hitting him on the hand.
And they owed us that one. It was handball and they owed us that one. How's that? Yeah, they owed us that one.
Hopefully they change the rules of that one as well.
Yeah, let's see. Yeah.
Right, we're going to wrap the show up and leave on a good note.
Oh, we actually?
There we are.
He's going to play the Arsenal tune now, isn't he?
Can't find it.
Yeah, that's what you're going to try and do. You're going to play the Arsenal tune.
You better win.
Yeah.
You better win.
Please.
You better
Burnley,
win.
I know you got something for me. I know you got something for me. Look, here we go. Look.
We're going to wrap up on this now.
Is that the one with LV? Oh no.
See how many teams have had this song, by the way? If this is original.
Marino! Incapia!
Hey, we cut this bit out, yeah, guys? We cut this bit out.
And hopefully
This is what you want to be part of, yeah?
next week, hopefully we'll be champions, yeah? Next episode,
We'll
I'll
see.
be saying it's done and dusted.
Are you going to come?
Declan Rice
I'll be calling
will
in sick.
Player of the season. Anyway, that's the episode, guys. Please like, subscribe, comment, all of that good stuff. Tell Frank he is delusional. If you got this far to the end, tell him he's delusional. George, want to plug your socials and stuff like that?
Jordan Antonio Brown on Instagram, pretty much on all platforms as well. And yeah, you'll see next week, man.
You back as well? You on?
Saturday.
Yeah.
Oh yes, Saturday, OTBFC is launching, full effect. Mr. Sugar Strong brought some ballers out. We've got Jordan balling out. We've got man like Kevin De Bruyne. You call him. It's going to be interesting, man. Hopefully win the tournament as well, man. So we're going to have some of those clips going on YouTube as well and everything like that. So yeah, big up goals for Gosh as well, man. Big them up. And that's the episode, guys. Peace.
Peace.
This Bumba class for Frank. Bumba class!